that is called SEMA. The SEMA is where most one of the new tourisms in Costa Rica, that is also in India, is the health tourism. Okay, so they have this private clinic with excellent doctors over there, that they are bilingual. Even they speak English, Spanish, French, and Deutsch. We're gonna pass the area when you're gonna see Outback Steakhouse, Hooters, Office Depot, Costco, and then SEMA. Outback Steakhouse, Hooters over there, Merced over there. Okay, then we have this is like PriceSmart, it's like Costco in US, PriceSmart. And then right away we're gonna have different hotels or chains that you know around the area, Holiday Inns and things like that. The Mercedes dealer, this is the right side, that's the clinic, that is the private clinic, everything that you see, all those buildings on the right. And then you have the Toyota, the Lexus, and if you have been in New York, you have seen those horses, and they have a restaurant in New York like that, right over here. And then all the different houses. Since you go higher, the price will be higher too. The only difference here is that they have to give the Social Security, they have to keep the area, or they will not let them work. Very well, and the new constitution is good for the workers in one way or the other. Then when we pass also there is the Harley Davidson, where the people like motorcyclists, right over here. In this part, there is Walmart, the last building. And then in a few minutes we will get back into some areas, that is the Savannah Park. The Savannah Park before 1940, this is the Savannah Park on the left, and there is the stadium, okay, on the left side. 1940 was the international airport. The only one who arrived after 1940 here was John F. Kennedy in 1963. That's the stadium, right? 1963. So they can build something for the Costa Rican people. He was thinking about senior houses and things like that, but what they built was the international airport. They have a jogging area, skating, basketball. Okay, they bring you back. If you don't, then they take it to the hospital, and another guy will go in. And that's the Costa Rican bullfighting. And they get hit the same way as everybody else. Like, there goes the president. He touched the bull. Okay, there's the money for this kind of organization. That's the old tower on the back for the airport. Now it's an art museum. So there were investors when the boom of tourism started, economy started, buying the properties and then destroying a house over 100 years old with perfect tiles, internal, and they make a brand new. Different influence from different countries. So we had European construction, also other ones that are very influenced with French or Italian constructions. Okay, but the new buildings, as you see, all these used to be old mansions or houses, and now they are new brand buildings. Okay, yeah. By the way, I'm gonna show you a house, how the houses used to be around here. There's one that is going to be on the right side in a few minutes, that is called Rosa del Paseo. It's a bed and breakfast now. The houses, all the houses around here used to be like that. Okay, this one, no, this is one, but this one over here, this one on the right. Internal patio, about 10-15 rooms. Internal patio, that's Rosa del Paseo. And then we have the North American style, 2 balconies as you have it in the 1800s in the United States. The only thing we're missing is the pineapple cast on the, the shape of a pineapple on the front. Here in Costa Rica is. In a few minutes also we will be passing into the most important building. During Christmas time, during New Eve, okay, the people of Costa Rica will close this road, not telling anything to the government, and they will bring food, they will bring clowns, they will bring soccer players like Navas, who used to be the goalie of Real Madrid, now is the goalie of France. He come over here and he goes to the children's hospital. Okay, our mortality of children is very low compared with other countries. It's not even reaching 2%. Okay, in the area. And the thing is that they come over here and they offer a party for the kids who can come out, or the kids that they say the hospital, the children's hospital. This one on the right side. All the money that goes from the lottery goes into that also, into senior houses, into people who have AIDS, into people who are homeless. The money that we gather from the lottery goes for that. And the sun and the fire department is helping. During Christmas time, you see it's packed with lights. Each light represents a kid that have been alive or they die. There's about, the last year we had 35,000 lights representing each of them a kid. The trees are pretty high, you see. Now they need the fire department car to go up and make all the lights. But he put lights if they're okay with you. Okay, over here, this is the first hospital in Costa Rica. Okay, the first hospital established in Costa Rica, public hospital. Okay, it's a area that is about 20 to 30 blocks or more. 5. Now we're gonna get to the 2nd Avenue, and this is the pedestrian road. You want on the center, look how it looks like the center of New York, walking everybody looking for the presents, you see? That goes from here, from the market, all the way to the National Museum. The statue is completely bright because everybody goes and go poing into it. It is true. Right over here, this little statue there with the pigeon on the top, that's Braulio Carrillo, the 3rd major chief of Costa Rica, and that's the Merced Park, and that's the Braulio Carrillo Park, the Merced Church. All the people that you see gathering there are from Nicaragua. This is the park that they decided that they will take it together, and you go there and 99.9% of them are Nicaraguans. Here's where we have the other 1st Avenue and 2nd Avenue is where most of the business are going to be. Fast food, not fast food, electronic, shoes, clothing, everything along this part. That's the bus station of Alajuela. So if you want to go to the airport, you come over there, you get the bus, and then it will take you there for a reasonable price, okay? So these buildings, people say, well, why don't they restore the buildings? Well, they're doing it, but they're trying to use the same techniques, okay, that they were using in the 1800s. So you cannot get a building who have a painting that have over 100 years and just, get any kind of paint and come and, restore the paint. So that's something that is going on, and little by little you see how is San Jose. So we have to be a tight group. The other thing is that we are going to go all the way up to the area of the railroad, and then we're going to come down. In this tour, we stop a little bit. It's just explaining, listening through the whispers. You can see that the people of Costa Rica, we have so many people from many, many countries, all mixed up in the area, that the skin, the color, the size, the height, there is people from many, many places moving around here. And there is people selling things on the street. Not lottery, just things on the street. Sometimes you will see that they're in a plastic bag, and that's because those things do not go through any kind of checking, and they're illegal. So the guys get those plastic. When they see the municipal police coming, they roll the corners and they run away, okay? Because if the police get them, then they would lose their products, okay? And that's something that it cannot be with food. It cannot be like that because it will affect the population. Right here, the Central Park, San Jose Vive. That means San Jose is alive, no doubt. Okay, that is over there. That's to produce music, the Symphonic of Costa Rica, and different performance takes place over there. This is the Melico Salazar National Theater on the left side, and is actually the first theater we have. In the oldest time was called Reventov. Okay, then it was a fire that burned up most of the building inside. San Jose, that is the one that we're using. And then when that burned up also, then they went to the Variedades to download the bus and get our whispers and your cameras. Okay, this is the Popular Bank, one of the public banks of Costa Rica. And this is the building that nobody likes in Costa Rica, Hacienda, the taxes. That's the Hacienda. Nobody likes that building right now, because they are adding a new tax that is called the added value. We're gonna have dinner on the top building over there. This is the National Theater that later on we're gonna come back, okay? So coming up to the Hacienda, the government make a new tax that is called the added value. Okay, whatever you do, okay, you have to give a receipt, and then you have to charge a 13% tax. Okay, and every month you have to present that. This is the healthcare building. I mean, all that are there are going to be the 9% that they take from your income that is for healthcare is right there, and retirement. Okay, on the right side. And this area during the 1800s, or starting the 1800s, there were only 36 houses. Okay, 36 houses, almost nothing, right? 36 houses, and then it was called Bella Vista. The museum used to be a fort. It was everywhere. Now it's going to be a lot different. Okay, there is just a city, and is in front of the National Theater. Of the National Museum. The Democratic Plaza is in front of the National Museum, that in a few minutes we will see it on the left. It's called Democratic Plaza because when Pepe Figueres Ferrer abolished the army, he was not even running for president. He came out to actually fix up the things, and when he was on the power, the people actually were happy, but they came to the plaza and say, great, you did a great job, but we didn't elect you. So the guy, it was the first time a politician listened to the people, and he actually resigned, give the presidential to the person who won, and then he runs as president, becoming 3 times president of the country, Mr. Pepe Figueres Ferrer. So this is the Democratic Plaza, this one on the left side, okay? And then you see that like a weird sphere on the center, you see that? That's because in there is a rock around a sphere that is a mystery in Costa Rica, okay, because they don't know why they were used for. They was found between Costa Rica and Panama, more like representing the stars of the planet, because it was only found and still found in one spot of the whole country. Okay, the round sphere. Private universities and the Central Railroad that they're restoring. Now these are the buildings where we have our Congress, but they're building the one on the back, that horrible building over there, that is going to be the Congress building. Yeah, it looks like a prison. Okay, I'm like, to be honest though. Okay, here's where we're gonna go down, and we're gonna start our walk, okay? Pura vida. We're gonna go down into the park, and we're going to walk down into San Jose. And then you will know the way to San Jose. We can start our walk. We have the monument there that I'm gonna be talking about, and then we're gonna have the National Library, okay, that is going to be on our right side. So, are we ready? Sí? Vámonos.